Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to discuss the 10 hidden truths about electric vehicles, or EVs, with even more details, real-world examples, and key takeaways. First, EV batteries degrade over time. EV batteries don't last forever, but most outlast the car itself. Factors that affect degradation include temperature, charge cycles, and fast charging. Hot climates accelerate degradation, more charges mean faster wear, and fast charging generates heat, reducing the lifespan. So, how long do EV batteries last? Most EVs retain around 80% capacity after 8 to 10 years. Tesla batteries lose about 10% after 200,000 miles, while Nissan Leaf batteries degrade faster due to the lack of cooling. How can you slow degradation? Keep the charge between 20 and 80%, avoid full charges, use level 2 charging instead of frequent DC fast charging, and park in shaded areas or garages to reduce heat exposure. Second, cold weather reduces range. EVs can lose 10 to 40% of their range in winter due to several factors. Cold slows chemical reactions in lithium-ion batteries. Cabin heating consumes extra power, unlike gas cars that use engine heat, and tires harden, increasing resistance. Real-world range loss examples include the Tesla Model 3, which goes from 310 miles in summer to 200 to 240 miles in winter, and the Ford Mustang Mach-E, which drops from 270 miles to around 190 miles in cold weather. How can you minimize range loss? Preheat the battery while plugged in before driving, use heated seats instead of cabin heating, and store the EV indoors to keep the battery warm. Third, fast charging can wear out the battery. Fast charging is convenient but reduces battery life due to heat buildup. Effects of frequent fast charging include batteries degrading 10% faster than those charged at home, and charging slows down after 80% to protect the battery. What's the best charging habit? Use home level 2 charging, which takes about 6 to 8 hours. Fast charge only on long trips, and keep the charge between 20 and 80%. Electric vehicles, or EVs, are indeed heavier than their gas-powered counterparts. On average, EVs weigh between 500 to 1,500 pounds more, primarily due to their large batteries. This extra weight does have a few impacts. For instance, EV tires tend to wear out faster, lasting about 30% less than those on gas cars. The increased weight can also lead to stronger road impact, potentially causing more road damage. However, there's a silver lining. The low center of gravity in EVs enhances crash safety by reducing the risk of rollovers. Let's consider a weight comparison. The Tesla Model Y weighs around 4,400 pounds, whereas a gas-powered Toyota RAV4 comes in at about 3,450 pounds. But don't worry, there's a solution. Using tires specifically designed for the extra weight of EVs can help manage these challenges. While electric vehicles significantly reduce emissions, it's important to note that some still have a carbon footprint. The production of EVs, particularly the batteries, has environmental costs. Mining for lithium, cobalt, and nickel generates pollution, and battery factories consume a lot of energy. Despite these factors, EVs are still cleaner overall. Over a span of 10 years, an EV emits 50 to 70% less carbon dioxide compared to a gas car. Moreover, as energy grids increasingly adopt renewable sources, the emissions from EVs will continue to decrease over time. For example, over their lifetimes, a Tesla Model 3 emits about 80,000 kilograms of CO2, whereas a gas-powered Toyota Camry emits around 180,000 kilograms of CO2. Regenerative braking is another fascinating feature of electric vehicles. This system works by converting the energy from braking into electricity, which helps slow down the car. Instead of relying solely on traditional brakes, EVs use the resistance from the electric motor. The benefits of regenerative braking are quite impressive. It can make the brakes last 2 to 3 times longer than those on gas cars, providing smoother braking and better efficiency. In terms of brake lifespan, gas cars typically need new brakes every 30,000 to 50,000 miles, whereas EVs can go over 100,000 miles. Some Teslas have never needed a brake change. To maximize efficiency, many EV drivers use one-pedal driving, which further enhances the benefits of regenerative braking. Charging infrastructure is still limited. Some public chargers are broken or occupied. Fast chargers are still less common than gas stations. Charging networks like Tesla Superchargers and Electrify America are expanding, but rural areas still have gaps. Let's talk about charging speed comparison. Level 1, which is 120 volts, provides 3 to 5 miles per hour and is the slowest. Level 2, at 240 volts, offers 20 to 30 miles per hour. DC fast charging can give you 150 to 1,000 miles per hour. It's a good idea to plan long trips using charging apps like PlugShare and ChargePoint. EV insurance can be more expensive. In fact, it can cost 10 to 30% more due to several reasons. First, there's the expensive battery repairs, which can be around $10,000 or more for a new pack. Then, there are the limited repair shops that have expertise in EVs. And lastly, the advanced technology like sensors and cameras can increase repair costs. For example, insurance costs for a Tesla Model Y can be about $1,700 per year, while a Toyota RAV4 might be around $1,350 per year. So it's a good idea to choose EV-friendly insurance companies, as some of them offer lower rates. Not all EVs are silent. You might wonder, why do EVs make artificial noise? Well, under 19 miles per hour, EVs must generate sound for pedestrian safety. Different brands use unique sounds for this purpose. For instance, Tesla uses a sci-fi humming sound, the Nissan Leaf has a jet-like whoosh, and the Ford Mustang Mach-E features a fake muscle car growl. It's important to note that noise laws vary by country, with the US and the EU requiring these sounds. Some EVs can power your home. How does this work? Well, some EVs have bidirectional charging, also known as vehicle-to-home or V2H. This means they can supply emergency power during outages. For example, the Ford F-150 Lightning can power a home for 3 to 10 days. The Hyundai Ioniq 5 can even charge other EVs. Looking to the future, more EVs will support vehicle-to-grid or V2G, allowing users to sell power back to the grid. Final thoughts. EVs aren't perfect, but they're evolving fast. With better batteries, charging networks, and technology, the future is shifting towards cleaner, smarter transportation. Electric vehicles are a smarter, cleaner, and more efficient alternative to gasoline cars. They offer zero tailpipe emissions, lower running costs, and advanced technology. EVs reduce dependence on fossil fuels, help combat climate change, and improve air quality, especially in urban areas. With regenerative braking, fewer moving parts, and lower maintenance needs, EVs save money over time, while providing instant torque for a smooth, quiet, and powerful driving experience. As charging infrastructure expands and battery technology improves, EVs are becoming more practical, making them the future of sustainable transportation.